costumes, man.
Fantastic. Every year they're fantastic.
BlizzCon always has the best.
Well, look,
no
you
doubt.
might have been noticing somebody sitting next to us. Joining us now, Overwatch game director Jeff Kaplan. Jeff,
We're so
it's
happy to have
BlizzCon
you.
again.
It's always great to be here with you guys. I feel like this is our only time we get to see each other. It's BlizzCon every year.
Or like every now and then we're in headquarters. We're like, hey,
Yeah.
Jeff, you're like, I have to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
How's it going? Really good. You'll see you in a month. Okay.
Yeah.
See you at the show.
Yeah.
You've been a little busy.
Yes.
This year there's Overwatch World Cup, Overwatch League, Moira, a new map with Blizzard World. There's a lot happening with Overwatch. How you feeling?
It's awesome. The team has never been more fired up. World Cup was the first big thing that we're really focused on.
Oh, yeah.
And the team used it as this big milestone. We know we have Overwatch League coming up. And we wanted Overwatch World Cup to almost be like our coming out moment where we're like, look at what Overwatch World esports could be all about. So it was really exciting for us.
Yeah, it's fun.
And we got to talk about Moira. I mean,
Yes.
come on. So
She's so cool.
she has such an
awesome.
amazing art style, and it's weird because it fits in Overwatch, but it feels really new. How did you guys come up with the art design for her?
Well, our art team is amazing, and Arnold Sang was doing a lot of the concepts for Moira. And what a lot of people never caught was that we previewed Moira in a Doomfist comic in the back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's sitting in the back at this Talon table, and
Oh.
well, what threw people off too is they all thought she was a man. They're like, "Who's that cool-looking dude in the back?" And that was Moira
Amazing.
waiting.
That's amazing. Well, she's just got such a cool gender bent thing because she reminds me of like a David Bowie, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
It's like a
Ooh,
cool.
Tilda Swinton, yeah.
Yeah, I just love her. Like she's just got such. She's totally my kind of hero.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. And I definitely see a lot of shipping happening between her and Zenyatta. Are we gonna call it
Zenyatta,
Moyada?
that works. I can only imagine whatever ships we think of.
Yeah.
The internet surprises me how much better theirs are. So.
What's been your favorite ship you've heard so far?
Well, I mean, Far Mercy and Mikanzo. How can you?
Pharmacy is amazing.
Yeah, those are like
Pharmacy.
the best couples.
What was the other
one? Mikanzo.
I have never heard of Mikanzo, and that's fantastic.
That
Yes.
sounds amazing.
Twitter, just look for Mikanzo and you will not be disappointed. Yeah.
I believe we now
Anytime
have
I surf
homework.
Hanzo, I'm never disappointed.
Every time I surf Hanzo, never disappointed.
Yeah, sure. Well, for you being here, what's your favorite thing to see that isn't Overwatch? Because I know you've got so much to do. Is there like you were a Warcraft guy for such a long time? Do you get to go over and see that stuff?
Absolutely. Like when you walk in the hall and you see Sylvanas, it's mind-blowing. That statue was absolutely gorgeous. And then the other thing that never gets old and just blows my mind is the Hearthstone Tavern and the Hearthstone stage.
Oh, yeah.
And then watching Ben Brode do the opening ceremony.
You could have just ended it with watching Ben Brode. That guy
yeah,
is
okay.
entertainment
He's
in and
so
of itself.
good.
Yeah.
But you, my friend, did a great job at opening ceremony
Oh,
as well,
thank
because
you.
you were the first time that's
Congratulations.
ever been done in the Overwatch arena.
It was cool. We've never kicked it between stages before.
Yeah.
And we were all very nervous at first. Like Ben and myself were like, are you sure this is going to work? But the guy who runs all of BlizzCon is a guy named Steve Parker. And he's a genius and a visionary. And we had faith in what Steve believed in. And I think it was actually cooler than ever. In fact, I loved being in the arena because we just had people all 360 degrees, and it was so loud, and you could see everybody's face.
You could hear it.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was
From where we
electric.
were.
We actually have a Twitter question for you.
Oh, yes.
This is from Nalenban. It's a little bit of a Sophie's choice.
Oh.
Who is your favorite Overwatch hero?
I
know. I mean, you must have one that you like to play more than others.
What I like to say, and this is the truth, and
Oh,
it's going
boy,
to
here we
sound
go.
this is going to sound like the fluff answer, but this is the truth. I actually go through these phases where I shift in and out of favorite Overwatch characters.
I don't think that's abnormal. I think there's a lot of people who do that.
Yeah.
So where are you at?
Okay, so I was binging on Winston. This is about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm in a Zarya phase right now.
Interesting.
And some of it was inspired by the Let's Get Physical skin from Halloween.
Yep.
And like once I got my 80s boombox on, and then I just forgot also how badly Zarya can just wreck people.
She really does
Yeah.
wreck. I mean, Winston can't hear you, and he's sitting next to you. He's pretty upset.
Oh,
he's already upset.
Enraged
Just gonna
Winston.
say.
So let's talk about Blizzard World. I mean,
Yes.
just the idea of it alone blows my mind. Was that something you guys were thinking about for a while? Is that something that came out of just a random conversation over coffee?
Long time. So a concept artist named Peter Lee drew this picture of Blizzard World a long time ago. And we always just said that would be the coolest place. Like, could you imagine a Blizzard theme park? And then our...
And yes, we can, but
Yep.
But our assistant game director, a guy named Aaron Keller, would not let the idea go. Aaron just believed in Blizzard World. And every time there came a chance to have a new map, Aaron was like, look, Blizzard exists in the Overwatch universe. Diva is a StarCraft pro. Therefore, we are allowed to build Blizzard World and show the world how cool a Blizzard theme park could be.
That's interesting. I never even thought about being able to be like, if Diva is a StarCraft 2 pro, the ipso facto, we exist, so we can do whatever we want.
Yes.
Why not?
We had to justify it. And you know there's the shark hanging out by the Booty Bay section? We thought about putting a little sign out there that says, please don't jump the shark, because maybe we did on it, but we don't care. Once you're in the map, you will love it.
Oh, God. I hope you... That's really funny.
That's amazing.
I just want that to actually become a real thing that we can go to. Like that
don't
we can,
jump the shark.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, like IRL, like actually
oh,
the
real Blizzard World.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it sounds pretty
we're
cool.
basically here right now, but less roller coaster rides, I think is the only difference.
And no snacks ramen.
Yeah, no next promise. So how are you right now with Overwatch World Cup? Like, are there anybody that you're favoring right now?
I am not allowed to favor any of the teams.
Oh, come
I
on.
love the teams of the world that have qualified our 8 amazing teams. I was just watching France and China. That's going on right now.
Crazy UK upset, right?
Yep. And,
they've been undefeated.
And then I missed the Canada game, but I heard Canada was getting crushed by Australia and then came back from it was like 0-2, and then they came back to win.
Oh my God.
And what's funny is Arnold Sang, who was on the Overwatch What's Next panel.
Yeah.
When he went onto that panel, he wore his Canada jersey.
I saw that. Yeah.
And they were down by 2, and he's like, I hope by wearing this it inspires the team. So Arnold's Canadian, so
he was. Oh
my God.
Yeah, so that was a pretty rad story.
And you guys have some cosmetic changes coming up, is that right?
Yes. So we made a bunch of Blizzard World skins, which are awesome. I don't know if you saw like Immortal, Orisa. You haven't seen the skins.
We haven't seen them.
I can tell by the look on your face.
No, we haven't seen them.
We have like Magni Bronzebeard for Torbjorn.
Oh, wait a minute. We did see that in the meeting. We did see Torbjorn. Yes, my brain is just melting right now. But that's awesome.
Yeah,
Who else do you guys have?
We are also doing some of the cinematic skins.
Okay.
So we have Eco Point May from Rise and Shine in her red coat.
Amazing.
Which is really cool.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
We do Reinhardt with the glorious hair. He's young Reinhardt from the movie this morning. And the really cool part about all that cosmetic stuff is that it's coming to the base loot box. So players always tell us, like, they're like, we love event skins, but like put more stuff in the basic box. Like, we just want to have more stuff there.
Yeah.
So those skins are just a small preview of a much bigger update that we have for the base loot box coming next year.
Well, it's crazy to think that because of the fact that Blizzard World exists, now there's a whole grinding of like the Magi Torbjorn, where you're like, oh, wait a minute,
who could be
so
who?
Who could be who? This is fantastic. I mean, you seriously must just sit around and be like, that sounds fun, let's do it.
It's the funnest job in the world. Like, it's kind of ridiculous sometimes. We just sit around and we get to work with all these amazing people, and then literally people will say an idea, and a couple days or weeks later, it's there in the game, and you're just like, yeah, let's do it. This is awesome.
Have you ever had one of those ideas where you were like, this would be so great, it's too much? Like, is there ever an idea that comes out that's too much for Overwatch?
I've mentioned this before. We had a hero that was only known as Jetpack Cat.
Okay.
And Jetpack Cat never quite made the cut because we were testing the art style. Oops, I lost my thing. We were testing the art style of the game.
Okay.
And we were trying to come up with like how much is too much or how much is not enough.
Yeah.
And like Arnold drew Winston, and we're like, okay, Winston's really cool, talking gorilla from the moon.
Yeah.
Obviously fits, but Jetpack Cat, now that's too ridiculous for Overwatch.
So it was a cat with a jetpack.
Yes.
Far more ridiculous than a gorilla from outer space.
Yeah.
I love the toes worth of weights.
Yeah.
Giant talking gorilla from the moon.
Yeah. With glasses.
That is subtle enough.
Well, he's also a scientist and was raised by a scientist,
true.
so there's lore backing it up.
Where the cat just has a jetpack, and where did it get it?
That's silly.
That's
like
ridiculous.
cartoon stuff right there.
Ridiculous. Although I would like to get my cat a jetpack.
Yeah.
I will say that I challenge all of the cosplayers out there. Next BlizzCon,
Oh yeah.
I want to see a jetpack cat.
Well, I will give you guys a little hint of something awesome to come. We're doing a panel tomorrow at 10 a.m. called Overwatch Archives.
Okay.
And
oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And it's me and Arnold Sang, and we are showing all works in progress.
Oh my God.
And we're showing just as much that didn't make the game as did make the game.
Amazing.
Wait, who are you? Are you
know.
guys, are you Blizzard?
Yeah,
what's happening?
What happened to close the vault, don't talk about the vault?
We are going to show
cool.
really cool stuff. It's going to be a really fun panel tomorrow, and you might just see some hero ideas that never made it into the game.
Do you think that there's any chance in time that they could?
It's always possible. We can always change our mind. I mean, I think some of our most ridiculously awesome heroes, which we're not going to show tomorrow, are going to see the light of day.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, dude. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for coming to the couch and seeing us, and have a great BlizzCon 2017.